Hi everybody, and today's topic is a very powerful one which really causes a lot of hours of sleepless nights. Insomnia is a very in-depth and very complicated issue as far as I'm concerned, which has implications in many different ways, not just one. There isn't a box you can tick that will give you information that will say, oh okay, that's what it is. You know that's not true. 11 years of working in this field, of people have come in here saying that they can't sleep. It just isn't, it isn't that simple. Things are normally, but this one isn't, because each individual is very different. How they've been brought up, what they eat, what their energy is like, all sorts of things. It goes on and on. So let's try and tackle this, shall we, and see if we can put some balance to it, because I think that's a really good thing to start with. So if you suffer from insomnia, first of all, you can't go to a pharmaceutical company and ask for a tablet. You can't go to a doctor and ask for a quick fix. You can't certainly go to, as far as I'm aware, you can't go to any truthful alternative practitioner. You can't go to a healer and expect all of these people to say, yes, I can fix you. I don't believe it. I haven't seen it. And if you can send me a message that you know somebody who can, and you can definitely 100% guarantee that this is the truth, then please let me know. I'll share it with the world. That said, I don't believe it doesn't exist, that there are people out there who can help people along their journey, that's for sure. Healers are fantastic, they're great, but what I've found over the years is that I'll do a healing. In fact, funnily enough, only 5 minutes ago, a beautiful gentleman came here and he had a healing session yesterday, and when he was lying down, he experienced this healing, and he sent me a message, and it's on Skype, and it says, I had the first, just going to check, let me see what it says, sorry. Slept the whole night for the first time in a long time. Thank you. So, yes, healers can help, for sure they can, and I'm not saying they can't, but I know over the years that that gentleman will probably fall back into what's called erratic sleep pattern, like many people do. If he doesn't, then hallelujah. And we dream of that, yes. If somebody says that they've slept for 2 years and because of a heal, brilliant. But I haven't heard that. That's the truth. So let's get some good foundation, shall we? What do we do? Step one, foundations are, we know that it isn't going to be a quick fix. So that in itself is a good thing, because if somebody tells you it is, and then you take a tablet, and then you find out, oh my God, it isn't working, then you feel there's something wrong, and it gets worse, right? It snowballs. Oh, I can fix you, I can heal you. And then you go, oh my God, yeah, I got 2 nights, 3 nights sleep. And then all of a sudden, you're awake again. Oh my God, it manifests to, oh my, what's wrong with me? So, when I was 38 years old, I stepped into this field of work, and prior to that, I struggled with sleep quite a lot. I've got to say, I was on and off all the time through the night. Very light sleeper, but I was up quite a lot. And my mind, oh my God, my mind. I can now say to you, hand on my heart, if I don't eat late at night past 7 or 8 o'clock, I sleep like a log. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. No nightmares, no worries, no fear. Just sleep like a log, straight off. So, I can say that and say, yes, I have fixed myself. Through healing and through healing others and working on myself, I've certainly got to the stage where now I realise that life is far more than eating, sleeping, drinking and working. It's far more than the bills that we have to pay. It's far more than the money we have to make. It's far more than just everything. It's far more than any worry and fear, that's for sure. And when you become stronger than that worry and fear, then you can certainly start to at least relax a little bit more when you're in bed, and pain and suffering doesn't affect you as much. So now we know that we can't take a quick fix tablet, and that's a dangerous thing. I've no idea pharmaceutical drugs, but I always say to myself, they don't fix the actual cause, that the root cause which is causing you to feel. It might be a quick fix, but it never actually clears the root cause. You see what I mean? See where I'm coming from? So this is what we need to tackle. So okay, let's start with step one. What you eat is extremely important, okay? Simple as what you eat. So start looking at foods that are healthy, okay? Start looking at foods that don't cause the stomach irritable issues, and sugar. Try and keep away from sugar, because that is a stimulant. Chocolate, I'm afraid, I think that's another one. So try and, well, at least give it a couple of weeks, give it a try, see what happens. Eat very filling in the morning, eat fairly filling in the afternoon, and eat very very gentle and mild, and not so much at tea time. So then your body isn't fighting to try and break down all that foods. That's just these are little tips, that's all. Drink plenty of water through the day and at night. You know, like a car needs oil or else it breaks down. Well, the body also needs water or else it breaks down or struggles to try and find that water that is needed around your body, and then you become dehydrated, it's called. Basically meaning your body's screaming because it needs water, okay? So try and drink some water before you go to bed. Try and drink, half a cupful or a cupful of water before you go to bed. Give that a try, okay? So that sort of takes away them few things. Okay, so the big picture. I believe that our mind has been so trained to work that 95% of our issue of sleeping comes from up here. Many people say to me, no Mark, I actually have a lovely life and I don't worry about anything, but I can't sleep. That's what they say, and I go, okay. Okay, well, maybe so, but I often find that there's always hidden issues that not even the person realizes themselves. So when they come here and lie down, they have a healing session and they say, my God, I slept so well. Right, well, there's something there then, something in energy. So maybe the energy is attached to you, maybe we've burnt away something that you never even realized. And I think that's another story. But let's stick with the mind, okay? It's a good start. The mind is a tool. And I often tell people it's wonderful for when you cross the road and look left and right. It's wonderful for reading books. It's wonderful for crossing the T's and dotting the I's when you're looking at legal paperwork or signing a lease for a house and things. The mind is fantastic when you wake up and the mind says, right, we need to get changed, we need to have us breakfast and we need to leave the house. That's what the mind's for. Our problem is when we go to sleep or try to sleep, our mind doesn't want to stop. It wants to continue. And what you and I would call mind chatter is that what is the mind that does not want to stop. The mind continues because that's what it's always done. That's all it knows. So up until the point that you do fall asleep, the mind is going to resist. And no matter how many times you tell the little demons in your mind to stop, they're going to say, no, I like it here, it's nice, so I'm not going anywhere. And you say, stop. And they go, no, like it too much here. So we really have to conquer that which is the mind. So I have a saying, if you can conquer your mind, then you conquer your life, because you put into perspective what is important. And actually, if you turn it into a spiritual message, that would be the biggest battle you have is between your heart and mind. Once you realize that the mind is simply a tool, You then have to observe what your mind does, and you have to be aware that when your mind kicks in for the wrong reasons, that's when you have to tell it to shut up. That's what I do. Shut up. And it didn't take long till my mind stopped talking nonsense or stopped trying to figure out certain things that it could never figure out. My mind spent most of its time, just continually thought process after thought process. It didn't ever want to stop. So now you recognize that's the fact, that's the truth, this is the real culprit, your mind. Now you're going to have to try and figure this one out yourself. Now, most people want a quick fix. Fix it. Go on, you're a healer. Fix it. No, you have to fix it, not me. You have to work on this. So this now is all about finding your stillness, finding your peace, meditation, yoga, self-healing, working on simply being without any thought process at all. So that's how I see it, guys. That's the beginning. That's the first chapter of your life. Once you can start a path of telling your mind to shut up, then it kind of begins, because obviously when you go past that level, then you're on a level to figure out how to make your life better. And how do you make your life better? Well, for me, it's all about who's around your life, who's in your life, who loves you, who helps you, who cares for you. It's not about who's angry, who's jealous, who's bitter, who takes advantage, who wants to hurt you, who wants to always make you feel bad. That side of your life you need to let go of. And thus you have no issue or worries anymore, because there's nobody to worry about and nobody that's pointing fingers at you, because you've made your life a lot happier and stronger. So I'm going to leave it there because this is part one. I'm going to go on to part two shortly. Okay, have a lovely, lovely day, guys, and thank you for subscribing to markbayersky.com. Love you all. Get ready for part two.